Hi guys, welcome back to At Home with Holly. My name's Holly. I'm so glad you're here with me today. And today we have chickies. So we have our baby chicks and our baby turkeys. And I wanted to show you these cute little fluff balls before we get outside and get some projects done. I am still currently healing from having a tweaked back the last 2 weeks, but I am on the mend. So I want to take you guys along with me while I show you some of the projects that I did outside this week and some of the ones that we're going to be doing today. We're going to be planting some perennials. We're going to be hardening off our plants, just taking care of some of the stuff in the garden, getting ready to plant out over the next 2 or 3 weeks, all of our things that we've been growing down in the basement. So let me give you a close up of these little fluff balls first, though, because they're so cute. Hi, chickies. Hi, chickies. Good morning. Good morning, chickies. So cute. So we have 5 new layers. So cute. And they are 5 days old today. Super cute in their little brooder, loving their life, being held and cuddled a lot, plenty of food and water, and getting along great. Then we have our turkeys and our brooder that you guys saw me build last week. So we'll open up the lid. And we have 8 turkeys in here. We have 3 of the black ones, 3 of the white ones, and then 2 of the brown ones. And this is my first time raising turkeys. And I gotta say, they are so sweet. They're like little puppies. They like to be cuddled. They come when you tap on the thing and come to see you and are excited. And they've just been really lovely to have. So everything's going well with them. Another week and they should be outside. So this coming week, I'm definitely going to be finishing up their brooder that we're building in the garage right now. And I'll take you guys along for that journey as well. But these guys are the same age as the chickens and they are twice as big. They are little turkey monsters and we love them. Excited that we have them. And I'm excited that you're here. So let's go ahead and get ready to get some plants outside to be hardened off. I'm going to take you guys with me. Okay, we have got lots of things to start hardening off, and it is going to be cloudy and in the 70s and down in the 50s overnight, but super cloudy for the next few days. So this is the perfect time to harden off all of these plants. So one by one, I'm going to start carrying these trays upstairs and outside. All right, we have all of our trays sitting out here, getting hardened off. It's going to be good. Now we're going to go on to our next project. So when I was picking up turkey and chicken feed, I saw this at my family farm and home. And it's not toxic to chickens or dogs. It's beautiful. And I thought, well, that chain link fence that's on the back of my property that butts up with the neighboring property, I thought, well, I could plant this along there and it would be really good for the pollinators and the hummingbirds. And it says it grows 30 to 50 feet and my fence line is 100 feet. So I thought, well, if I plant 3 of these down the line, this will be a beautiful addition. And it says I can plant it. I don't have to wait till the last frost, which I think we're past anyways, but just in case. So I figured we'll plant 3 of these along the fence line and see what happens. I also got a pack of 3 roots of clematis, and this is toxic to dogs. And although I don't have a dog right now, I will have another dog in the future again. And so I didn't want to plant anything in the backyard that is potentially toxic to dogs or chickens. So I'm going to plant this in my front yard, and I got a little arbor thing for it, but honestly, it might not be big enough. So there's 2 different kinds in here. There's a more compact one and a bigger one. So what I might do is just plant the compact one, the smaller one, and and then find other places or give away the other two. We'll see. Okay, it's super windy outside, so I'm going to go ahead and get these things unwrapped so I don't lose all the plastic once we go outside. It's the perfect day for planting because it's gloomy and miserable, but not a great day to have plastic. Okay, so that is just the root. This is all soil. So these are essentially like bare roots. Okay. It's so funny because bare roots all the time, they just look like twigs. Okay, and I've got a clematis as well. We'll get these outside and get them planted. Okay, so we have this whole fence line that I'm going to plant sunflowers and stuff down, but I also think this will be the perfect place for these three. So these three roots I'm just putting right along the fence line. The ground there is not awesome. That is right along the fence line where the school that owns the lot behind me, they tend to spray with, you know, all the things you spray with to kill the grass and weeds and stuff. And so I don't have super high hopes for this, but if these take, which I'm hoping they will, I'm planting them about 6 to 8 inches on my side of the fence so that there is some ground for them to attach onto. I don't usually fertilize when I plant bare roots, but since this is kind of right on the buffer of not awesome growing ground, I want to give them every kind of opportunity to take off. And I do add some compost along this fence line every year as well. So here's hoping that they do really well. I've got all three of them in the ground along the fence line, and I'll get them watered in by the rain that's going to happen later that day, and hopefully they will be fine. All right, 3 for the backyard done. Let's go do the one in the front yard. I think they're all doing okay. They've been rained on, getting a little wind. It's good for them. So this front little corner bed in front of my house, it has like 10 inches of the landscape rock. So I always have to kind of move that out of the way and then pierce through the landscape fabric before I plant anything, top it off with a little bit of garden soil. I always have like a bag of this cheap garden soil kind of laying around in case I need to just top something off. So I will get a little bit of that piled where I want it, plant the clematis root right into there, and then it's off to the races. I did give it a little bit of Trifecta Plus just to make sure that it had a strong chance at life. So get this guy tucked away, and that's going to do it for all the planting projects that we're doing this week. Well, I should say that's it for the projects on my side of the fence, but on to my next door neighbor's side of our fence. We went ahead and we had baby trees that we got from the Arbor Day Foundation. And so between the two of us, we ended up getting, I think, 20 some trees and flowering shrubs and stuff that we planted. So we planted a row of Norway spruces down their fence line, and then we put together their brand new garden bed that they got that has a trellis in between. We got some cardboard, laid it out around all the baby trees. Then we went to our local compost mulch place and we got a load of a ton of wood chips and compost and filled up their beds and mulched all around the beds and between the trees. And then we got those potatoes that have been in my basement sprouting and ready to go for them. We got those planted, and we also got some drip irrigation set up and some lettuce planted, and all sorts of veggies are getting ready to go into this bed. So I'm so excited for them. That's going to do it for me, you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today while we planted our perennials and hardened off all of our plants. I cannot wait to get outside with these plants and get them in the ground. I want to thank you guys so much for all the likes and the comments and the shares. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. We have a whole lot more growing and building and chickens and fun projects that we've got coming up. So can't wait to see you guys next time. Bye, my friend.